Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Terratech with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to our rather derpy melee creation from the previous video. Today, we are going to continue with the theme of building close-quarter combat vehicles, but this time, rather than using the true melee weapons, I'm going to test out a weapon I've not really used all that much in the past, and that is the laser from Geocorp, but not the one I currently have, which is the angled plasma cutter and the regular plasma cutter, but instead, we're going to use the newest version, which is actually on a proper turret, so we can aim it in front of us, and that, I think, should make this vehicle a lot more powerful. Also, did I lose something? It feels like my driving is a little bit off right now. Yeah, hopefully once we change our method of attacking, we will be a little bit safer from things like cannons, which can just fire at us point blank. Probably not much safer, but you know, a little bit safer. The vehicle's definitely working, but let's test out the new weapon. I need to decide on the final weapon before we actually finish this craft. Also, I kind of want to leave this basin we're currently in. We've been here for far, far too long. But first, I need to make some money before I buy a load of these new weapons. There we are, the gimbal-mounted plasma. It's actually not as big as I remember. Okay, that's good at least. Did I just put that? Yep, I put it on my butt. Let's try that again. There it is. Still fairly short range, but it does actually aim. Apparently, it's absolutely brutal, so let's see if people's suggestion was correct. And as usual, we're just going to make money using our little base here, which really needs to change the position of these missiles. I swear they used to work, but right now they really, really don't. There we go. Basic protection. Lovely. As I sell all of these really basic weapons, I'm starting to think at some point I need to make a craft using only the basic weapons. Now that we have all of the other stuff, so we have loads of armor and movement types, what if we just spam things like the Venture Hail Rifle or the Pip Machine Gun, or even things like the Light Machine Gun and the, wow, I've actually sold all of them, but the Pound Cannon as well, stuff like that. I wonder if that could be functional, because right now I do feel like if it's explosive or if it's close quarters or missiles, well, which are explosive as well, then you win. But if you go down the regular route, just pure kinetic, no explosion, you're not really going to have a fantastic time. That is definitely something I need to do in the future, but today we're not going to have the longest video ever, but I do really, really, really want to test out if the gimbal-mounted plasma cutter is worth it. All of the plasma. Okay, there we go. That's absolutely wonderful. That's definitely enough. We still have loads to sell, by the way. Just so you know, I think we have several million still worth to sell, and there's a lot of scrap around us. Now, the best way really to make money is to use the auto miners, and you can place them in such a way. You can place loads in a single resource node, unless it's been fixed, of course, which I don't think it has, and if it hasn't, then, well, that's the best way to make money. I personally prefer killing things and scrapping their corpses, because that's just the way I am. Feels weird taking all of these off. Yeah, this is one ugly craft. I'm glad this isn't the finished product. This is one very, very ugly craft. Okay, so with the gimbal-mounted plasma, unlike the other weapon we were using, we do need something to actually put it on. So, let's just put some armor forwards. Like so, and I think I will still mount them at an angle. This way, we should be able to harvest rocks and stuff nice and easily, just in case we ever go down that route. Oh god, this is hideous. I'm so sorry I'm building just essentially a flat bed. I realize how bad this is. It's definitely not the finished product, I swear. Ooh, here's a problem. This has a slightly larger hitbox than I originally thought it had. That's going to be a very mild problem, actually. Yeah, it really is. Okay, then. In that case, I need to be a bit more creative about its placement. What I thought is that it was simply a 2x2, but no, it's, by the looks of things, actually a 4x3? 4x4? 4x4, yeah. It goes one further backwards, one further forwards, and then one further to the right and left, and it looks. Which makes sense. It is, at the end of the day, an actual turret, so it will be able to spin. Let's take off all this front then. Don't worry, this is a saved design, so we can always go back to it, so the hideousness will live on. How about like this? Now, originally, I'd raised these so that I could put the flamers here in the center, but how about if we just go full laser? Never go full laser. There we are. That is very shiny. Like, remarkably so. Oh, I can't even put them on the side here. Why not? Oh, because they're intersecting these two hitboxes. If I wanted two on the side, I would need to extend the side by at least one then, I suppose. So about here. On both sides. Then we go back to Geocorp. We go to the weapons. And why can't it be placed further back? Is it because of the wheel? Yes, it is. So, I'd even have to move my wheels slightly for this to work. That's a little bit annoying. This is the type of hitbox I don't like working with. It's similar to the Hawkeye hitboxes. Also, I obviously did that a little bit wrong there. However, maybe that's how I should do it so I can do this. Then have an extra laser on both sides, essentially making a giant curtain of lasers. Definitely will have to make the vehicle larger to do that, though, which isn't really what I want. So, you know what? You two can just bugger off. You can go back. There we are. Okay. Now, we do need front propulsion. Right now, we have no wheels on the front, so would be nice if the wheels could go round and round. And I'm actually going to add the flamers anyway, because you know what? I really like flamethrowers. Glorious. All the shiny things, probably destroying the bitrate on YouTube, because YouTube is terrible for that. Like with my recent From the Depths video, at one point it just looks like everything is in slow motion and everything is all grainy, it's horrible. I mean, technically that's working. At least this will let us test the damage, and that's the important part right now, okay? Okay. Okay? Okay. I'll put one of you there, then the Hawkeye repair bubbles can go back. Because we will be taking a lot of damage with this, most likely, since it is so far forwards. Okay. Technically functional. Even less finished now. On the upside, though, I actually think this would be easier to build around to make it look good. Because we have a higher front, unlike the last one. We could build armor behind this and then go backwards like two stripes. And then that would look like sort of a cage around the craft. So, I'm actually hoping this works, because if it does, it's going to be a lot easier to work with later. Although I still think I will have both versions, even if this one does work. Hello. A little bit faster than I intended there, but that was a very quick kill. Problem was, it was so small, I think anything would have been a quick kill there. So first test, fun, but a little bit inconclusive. Where is the... There it is. The Mega SCU. Let's just pop you down there. There we are. Have fun. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry about that wheel. Only small enemies are currently spawning in. Not really the best test subjects. Slowly this time. It does look like it just cuts straight through things, even with a shield and repair bubble, so... Initial, very inconclusive testing. It does still need to be incredibly close. The range of these things, I think I overestimated slightly. We are still going to be right up against the enemy. Now, that is bad. The reason is the melee weapons deal better with this and take less damage. These things, on the other hand, will be breaking off a lot faster. But they are very cheap. That's the thing. We will likely be getting our money back in any larger fight still. So that's not terrible. Still kind of want more flamethrowers, gotta be honest. Ooh, we have space for 4 more flamethrowers. 4 more flamethrowers. Now, that is something I can't say quickly. Ah, but this one have to be lower. Darn it. I want more fire. I like fire. Or plasma in this case. I mean, technically that's in place. Yeah, good enough. Good enough. It might hit one thing one day. Seems reasonable to me. Goodbye, bitrate. Larger enemies. Hello, you two. Oh, don't fight each other. Be my test subject. For science. Now, that does... Okay, that did have a repair bubble and a shield, and that was a pretty quick pop. So I feel like this is doing more pinpoint damage, but less overall damage, if that makes any sense at all. Maybe the regular plasmas would be better, but we already have loads of them, so it doesn't really matter too much about that. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Well, that was kind of beautiful. You're just a little propeller. Oh, you poor little thing. There you go, I'll keep you warm, buddy. Here's some flamers. Well, that worked. So, I've put the wheels further out, I've added some more stuff to the center to make it a little bit heavier, which seems weird, but it does stabilize the craft a lot. And, yeah, it just feels like this is working really, really well. I feel like these weapons are more consistent than the close quarter, well, these are close quarters as well, than the point-blank melee ones. But at the same time, they don't have quite the damage output. They're not quite at that level, because the actual melee ones can just destroy anything they touch. These take a few seconds per block. But once they get going, they core the enemy out so quickly. It doesn't really matter that it's a little bit slower at the start. So, yeah, absolutely loving them. So I think what we should start doing now is really making moves to actually finish off this craft. It's not that far off. I thought it was a bit further than it actually was, but yeah, it's not that bad. Also, there's the item I was after. So what I'm after is I want a second repair bubble, because I did move the wheels at the end of the last video. Also, yes, that's a bit of a burp then when I was trying to speak, because speaking is hard and stuff. I just want the repair bubbles at the back to be a little bit more split, so I can actually heal everything. Repair bubble, come back. Fine, leave me. Like everything else I love does. Okay, so repair bubbles, please. Thank you very much. Don't need this hover at the bottom. So, for those who are just tuning in, why I've got hovers at the bottom is just because the back does tend to sort of try to lift up because the front is so heavy. So having hovers at the back like that, then having some of the hovers at the front like that, causes it to be a little bit more stable. Now I could have just the same size of wheel, but the thing is I like it to be aiming down like this. This way we can harvest rocks very easily, which actually you need to do for these, but also it means I can kill the smaller craft without needing actual guns, which is pretty helpful, considering I don't want this to really rely heavily on long-range weaponry. When did I do that? Well, at some point I carved out a hole in this thing, so I do apologise about that. There we go. That really did feel like Lego, more so than a lot of other times in this game. There we go. Lovely. That looks terrible. Okay. I do kind of hate how the hovers look at the back as well, so I may change that. Also the thrusters, but I do like seeing the batteries and stuff, so maybe I'll keep all this at the back. It looks all cool. It looks almost like an engine. I do sort of wish that this game did have engines you could work on, similar to games like From the Depths, but I don't think it would actually fit the style. So it's one of those, I wish it did have, but I'm glad it doesn't, which is a really weird sentiment to have. Also, the back doesn't actually have shields, does it? Oh yeah, I never got around to doing that. Okay, so what I'll do is just put it on the edge here. This way we can try and protect the wheels. Oh yeah, that's why I didn't do it in the end, because the shields themselves... Yeah, see the wheels still stick out. I mean, it's better to have them than to not, but they're going to have to be quite low, and I'm not quite sure where I'm going to be able to place them. Actually saying that, I guess we could just carve out a few blocks here and here. That makes it sound a bit more violent than it actually is. Put them in, and just about. So explosive damage is still going to get through, but regular damage should have a bit of a tougher... Oh no, it's still not covering the wheel. And it's right there next... Okay, so that's the best we're going to get. That is the best we can possibly get for those wheels. Now, thankfully, the repair bubble doesn't have to cover the entire wheel. Just a percentage of it, so that's not that bad. So what do I want to do next? Okay, so next, I want to just go out and do a few of the missions, and let's see if we can actually complete missions with this type of craft. Do kind of want more thrusters and more fuel, though. Would like a bit more speed on this thing. So, I'm going to go out, collect all the salvage around us, and then we're going to get moving. Remember, we are doing a nomad play, which means no permanent home. I'm also kind of worried that this craft will most likely not be able to actually get onto hills. Maybe I shouldn't have grabbed all the missions. Now there are a lot of enemies. Okay, first of all, let's test against you. Whoa, that's a lot of basic weapons. Yeah, we bounce too much. Way too much. So, considering how many shields and stuff this thing has, yeah, that was actually okay, because that was just a bundle of shields and repair bubbles. So that's not too bad at all, really. So, Stop Thief. Which one is this? It's the one over there. Okay, that's the perfect mission to find out if this works. The idea of this craft is it is indeed a fast response vehicle, so let's see if we can stop a thief and burn his face off. You know, the lovely things you can do. Yeah, still not happy with the regular speed of this thing. When the thrusters are on, it's okay, but regular movement you'd think would be a little bit faster. Stop! Thief! I mean, he didn't really try and get away, to be fair. Now he's trying. That was easy. Bye, thief. Don't know what you stole, but you stole something. Oh, actually, I think you were meant to actually steal the vehicle itself. It's kind of interesting how you have to destroy the vehicle he's stolen to get revenge. Seems a bit counterproductive, honestly. I just realised I've lost the two back thrusters. Now, they aren't really as necessary anymore since we're heavier, but the thing is, they looked awesome. So, where are you? Yeah, so before they went just underneath here, and I think they still can. If I put it there... Yeah, it still looks cool. Okay, that's good enough for me. Can we put them further along? Yes, we can, actually. How about there instead? Yes, that's it. Kind of looks like exhausts. Hello, little guy. Goodbye, little guy. Chance of me beating the gang over there? So minimal. We can't kill them fast enough. So I think we should just focus on the weakest first, although maybe that fellow there has missiles, the larger one. Kind of prowling right now. Not too sure if we should try this with this type of vehicle. Meet Scouty the Scout Drone. I'm going to find out exactly what weapons they have. Railgun. Missiles. Lots of missiles. Oh my god, the missiles. Okay, nope, nope, no. No, no, never mind, never mind. Okay, let's go home. Let's just go away from this area. We do not want to fight that with this. This will lose. It will lose big time. Ooh, but there's an actual melee vehicle over there, I think. Droney. Is that a melee vehicle? No, otherwise. Good, Droney. I should have used this thing before. This is a great idea. Excuse me, sir. Do you have them there melee weapons? In the air you do? What on earth is... Do you have... Okay, I am very confused about this thing. It has fuel canisters on the front. Okay. Droney, here's a weapon. If we can get one of those fuel canisters to go up, I think we should actually win. I've done more damage to it than it's done to us, so I would count that as a win already. Oh, there we go. There goes one, there goes the rest. I mean, we didn't actually win, but I count that as a win. Okay, good. Now it's focusing on this fellow. Hello. Now, the problem is, our repair balls on the front are a bit too far forward, so we are healing the target a bit. And that wasn't a problem with the melee weapons, because they kind of instantly knock off parts, but these deal damage more over time, so less so. On the upside, I really want to kill those guys, so maybe in a vehicle not like the one we were using. Which one should I use? We have a lot to choose from. Potentially, this is going to go badly, because we are going to have to go somewhat close to the enemy in the air, and they have missiles. But at the same time, I haven't actually used our bomber in a very long time, so I do just sort of want to test it out. Oh yeah, I remember now, this thing doesn't turn very quickly. Let's get uppity up. Our bombs have a long range in their missiles, so trying to use that to our advantage would probably be the best idea. Okay, one was taken down by the first... Two were taken down by the first bombing run. Look at that experience because of the missiles. I love how much these things home in. Accuracy not required. Two enemies, well, one enemy down that time. The other one was very badly hurt, but that was about it. I do kind of like how slow this thing turns, though. It makes me feel like, I don't know, like it's a proper flyer or something. Not a fighter. There we go. And that should be that one. No? That one's so tanky. Getting a bit low here, but still. Enemies destroyed. Mission complete. So in a second, we should have there's the crate. And look at that lovely stuff. Now, here's the problem with bombs. You don't get much stuff back after you've hit them. Come on, let's do a good landing for once. There we go. No damage taken. Oh, that's a lot of money that just came out of there. Lovely. Maybe I should make an improved bomber. What do you guys want to see next, anyway? I do have fun with aircraft. I really do. A gunship, some kind of helicopter using more traditional weapons like non-missiles would be interesting, but difficult. We already do, of course, have our helicopters we built before. I do still want to use just regular weapons. Let's see if we can make the ultimate noob craft, which honestly is most of my craft anyway. And I do also want to test out more with the melee. That melee vehicle still needs a bit of work. So yeah, tell me what you guys want. I am running out of time right now, but I still want to do at least one more mission using the craft with the lasers. Bombs! I'm also somewhat tempted to just start again in terms of the campaign. The reason is, there have been so many updates since I started this series that now the start of the game is different again because there are new items you can get early on. There's a whole new character for Geocorp. Well, I say new, it's not new anymore, but still, for me it would be new, and a lot of stuff like that. So I'm a bit lost in the direction I want to take Terratech at this point. I think that's why it's been such a long break between episodes, because every time I don't quite know what I want to do next, leading me to just sort of do little per episode. I mean, I'm still having a load of fun, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to repeat myself so many times, which I guess a new series would be doing, but of course I always try to do something different per series, so I'm sure I'd figure out something, like this one has been the Nomad run. Perhaps the next one should be the Ultimate Base or something like that, I don't know, or perhaps the Ultimate Greed, focusing on economy and doing some serious stuff with the, what are they called? The fabricators and stuff like that. I don't really know. So, comments would be very welcome right now. Tell me your thoughts, humans. It's missions like this which do make me question the lore of the game a little bit. So this is a mission from Geocorp which will give me experience with the reputation of Geocorp. And it basically says, a Geocorp tech appears to have left its tool crate behind while it's gone off mining. You can use the contents for your own efforts if you like, as long as you claim them before the original owner returns. It's worded like I'm stealing from a normal Geocraft, but that's fine. It's very odd. Now, apparently, I did run out of time because I must have entered the zone at some point while doing other stuff. This thing climbs better than expected. Wow, that thing just popped! That was wonderful. Ooh, what's that? What's that then? Oh, it's the hook. Oh, I thought it might be something a bit more interesting, but sadly not. Okay, you can go there. And you can get lasered yourself. Yeah, I'm actually really liking the laser, I've decided. It's just so reliable. The damage is so consistent, you just can't mess it up. With the regular ones, every time you get up close, you might not be able to even hit the bugger, and then you get stuck. Even if you use flames on the underside. Also, this thing feels like those old, the really old 4x4 remote control cars. Can't say the word there in a bit of stammer. I think that's a hint I should already stop recording now. It is getting a bit late. But yeah, the old RC cars, like the ones from the early to mid-90s, because I used to love those. Showing my age there a little bit, to be perfectly honest. Though it was my birthday last Friday, so I suppose I am thinking about my age a bit more than usual at the moment. Come on, get your... No, get here. Just want to burn your butt, is that so wrong? What on earth is that one? Hello? Kind of want to test out whatever that is. Looks like a devil slide. A devil slide? What on earth am I talking about? So I don't even have the mission for this? What is it? I don't care. I'm getting on it. I'm jumping. Oh, I remember doing this in one of the episodes before. Another reason why we really need to get going. We've been here for too long now. I'm getting a bit bored of the scenery, so don't worry. Next episode, we're moving. This vehicle's really good at harvesting. Oh my god, actually it's really good at harvesting. This could easily be a harvesting vehicle. Just add a few things at the back. Just a few collectors and stuff. Maybe I'll make a new harvester, like a good one. Laser's not quite as good against rocks as the melee one, but once again, way more consistent. Just aim in the general direction, you'll probably destroy all the rocks. Yep, this is a great harvester. Oh. I wanted to bounce off using this vehicle, but I don't think I'm even going to fit. Okay, how about if I do this, just to get to the top? Maybe that will work. Actually, now I'm like this, I can probably just... Yeah, there we go. Oh, no, no, yes, yes, no, yes, no, yes. Almost. Aha! No, help me. Come on. Come on. Get in the sodding tube, you bugger. Yes! No, don't fall out. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Just get to the end. I am determined to finish this. Yay! These wheels are really good at just not taking damage. Okay, so with that, I am going to call the episode, although apparently I've left a tech over there. So what I'm going to do is quickly go over to one of my flyers, possibly the drone, because the drone's easiest just to actively get around. Grab that, and then I will end the episode. Then in the next episode, we'll definitely be going somewhere else. I'm really sick of this area now. We've been here for so long. There we are. Yep, I know our battery isn't full, but that's fine. Go forth, little drone. So for those who don't know, this is my drone. It's a tiny little missile drone. It uses loads of these, ooh, nice. The Venture gyroscopes to stay nice and stable, and it has manual flight using the rotors on the top. So, well, the propellers on top, I should say. It's the easiest thing to control I have ever built. It takes no effort at all. Oh my god, how far away is this? I have a feeling like I left this maybe a few episodes ago, because it's still on the radar. Well, it's not even on the radar, I should say. We can see the direction, but that's it. Is that a flyer? One day, Terratech will have functional flyers in this game to fight. Until then, we'll just turn them into fireworks, it'll be fine. Maybe I should have picked the plane or something a bit faster. I mean, this is definitely the most stable and the easiest thing in the world, but it's not fast. The bike's faster, actually. Maybe the bike would have been a better option. Would have been a more fun option. Where is it? We have an invader who is being attacked by someone else. It's just patiently waiting for the 10 seconds. There we go. Hello from above! Well, this definitely hurts the weak points. You've got to admit that much. Hello. You know what? This is really good on uneven terrain. I did not expect that. I say that and instantly have a problem here. Oh, that's just because I wasn't close enough. It wasn't because of the terrain at all. Yep, my speech is going bye-bye, so with that, let's fly. That's lovely. Yeah, I actually really like this vehicle overall. I think it was a huge success. Yeah, it just was a huge success. It handles terrain much better than I expected. It definitely takes damage on the front weapons, though, so you can't do it forever. If I wanted it to go over rough terrain for an extended period, what we'd need to do is remove those two at the bottom, sorry, those three at the bottom, or move these wheels a little bit down. But look at this thing, it's just... It handles terrain perfectly. No, it's not even like it handles it well, it's just, it's actually exceedingly good at terrain. Even stuff like that, which honestly I thought was going to get us stuck. No, just a little bit of damage on the weapon, but that's it. So we've kind of made an all-terrain buggy here. So with that, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the vehicle, then of course... I was meant to say the game. If you have enjoyed the video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Terratech is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you so much for watching. I clearly need some sleep. Goodbye. Hello, trees.